Very funny Mr. Tank Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, how y'all doing tonight? Y'all good? Y'all good? Damn, alright. So yeah, Andy, you were right earlier about the whole, premature baby thing.
Previously on Cold Fusion Comedy.
He's running that Cold Fusion Comedy like a crazy person, and we love him so much. Please give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Andy
I was
Potts.
born 2 months premature. Have you guys ever pulled something out of the oven too early and it's like undercooked? Do you know what happens when you do that with a human? Ta-da! Thank you. You're welcome.
So yeah, Andy, you were right earlier about the whole, premature baby thing. The other day, I was making some cornbread and I pulled it out of the oven a little too soon, and immediately I was like, Andy. I was like, this is exactly. Like I put a knife in it, and like just the way that because it wasn't cooked all the way there, I was like, yeah, no, I gotta put it back in. All right, but yeah, shout out to Allentown. It's the only place in the world where you can get called broke by somebody who just asks you for money. You know what I mean? Like you'll be walking down the street, and someone will be like, hey man, can you give me like $5 or something? You'll be like, I ain't got it. And you'll be like, you ain't got $5 with your broke ass. Like, motherfucker, you just asked me for money, like you jackass. I don't know. But I'm originally from Allentown, but my mom, she was in the military. Shout out to anybody who's in the military. Anybody in the audience from the military? No? No? Okay, you look like you was part of the Navy. Old Navy. He's a kid OT. They have great deals. I can't beat them. Might as well join them. But be the best that you can be. I don't know. But no, my mom's in the military, and shout out to anybody who's in the military. Shout out to anybody who, especially if they went overseas, and if they did, shout out to their wives, for giving us a little bit, a little taste. All right, that joke was bad. No, but. While I was over in Hawaii, because I lived in Hawaii for a little bit, thanks to my mom in the military. While I was over in Hawaii, I did meet a couple of celebrities. The Pro Bowl was over there, so I met Emmitt Smith. Any Cowboys fans out there? Any Cowboys? Yeah. I also met Sean Taylor before he passed. R.I.P. I also met The Rock. Anybody a WWE fan out there? I did meet The Rock. So I was hanging out at home, and I was looking, across the street, and some people were having a luau. In Hawaii, they call it a luau. Black people call it a cookout. White people call it a picnic. I don't know why, but that's what it is. So I'm looking over across the street, and also they're like fighting or practicing, as they say, because there's a ring outside. So I'm just like, I walk over, I'm like, hold on, you're The Rock, aren't you? He's like, no, kid, I'm not him. I'm like, no, you're definitely the fucking Rock. And he's like, all right, kid, what's your name? And before I can get out my name, he goes, it doesn't matter what your name is. And I'm like, I fucking knew you was The Rock. So he, so he ends up doing his, the People's Elbow move on me. He's like, and he ends up knocking me out. And I end up falling asleep for like maybe 20 minutes. I end up waking up on his couch. And I'm like, what's that smell? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, oh, they're cooking. I'm like, oh shit. So I wake up and I'm like, it smells good. What's going on? He's like, make some noise if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And I was like, fucking knew he was The Rock. All right. But yeah, no. So I did leave Hawaii when I was about 12 years old, and people always ask me, oh, why did you leave Hawaii? What's going on? Why'd you leave Hawaii? And I'm like, I guess I just got, too tired of things being perfect. I wanted to get some of that, Lehigh Valley air in, maybe. But yeah, no, so I came over here, and immediately I was just struck by just how many rednecks could fit into one school. Any sibling, any parents out there? Anybody parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I will say to parents, stop lying to your kids. Okay, just stop it. Stop lying to your kids. Stop telling them that there's a Santa Claus. Okay, stop telling them there's a tooth fairy. All right, stop telling them that you love your kids, your brothers and sisters equally, because we all know there's a favorite. Okay, we know there's a favorite. You know, I have an older brother. You know, anybody else? Anybody the youngest in the family? The youngest makes some noise. Middle kids. We don't care about the little kids, just the middle kids. But yeah, no. So I have an older brother, and I realized that he was my mom's favorite when I was about 19. I was going off to college, and you know, I remember when I was younger, my brother was getting the talk, and because I was there too, you know, the birds and the bees. He was getting the birds and the bees talk, and when he was getting the talk, my mom gave him a box of condoms. In the box of condoms was 100 condoms, right? He was 16. You think he really was gonna use 100 fucking condoms? And he did. She was right. She was 100% right. So again, I'm 19 years old. I'm going off to college, and as I'm getting ready for school and everything, she's taking me shopping and stuff, getting me stuff for school, and we go off into the condom area in like a Walmart, and she grabs me the 3-pack of Trojan condoms. They're not even like, my mom, she gave my brother the variety pack, you know, just to try to figure it out, just so that she could get the maximum of pleasure. She just gave me 3 regular ass Trojan condoms that figure it out. All right, that's what my top 10 bro. Thank you.